back with Midwest Chicana, Chingona episode, and we are actually with the 2020 Latino Arts Festival, which is virtual this year. So I want to thank everybody who's been working so hard to get these virtual platforms here and ready to go. And a special thank you to Aaron Zimmerman for making this beautiful background that we have right now. And I'm Deanna Munoz. I'm the host for this evening. There's going to be many hosts throughout the month, but I have the very much most amazing pleasure to introduce you to Yvette Palacio. Hi, Yvette. How are you?
Hi, Deanna. How are you?
I'm doing good. I appreciate you being here so much. You are with the I Am Dom Foundation. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And we are going to learn today about the amazing foundation and the work that you do alongside your husband, Manuel, as well. And
Yes.
I know you have a big, mighty team because I know a lot of them on it.
Yeah, they're all wonderful. They help us tremendously. Yes.
Definitely. And I know you were actually a part of our festival last year when we had it in KCK, and you all brought some amazingness there. And so that connection of having you there last year was just so phenomenal. And learning more about the foundation, and then having Manuel be a part of our Latinx first Latinx community roundtable, where he participated with other CEO founders, was just phenomenal. Loved having him there, loved learning about the foundation. But I want all our viewers to learn about you and to learn about the story. And then also, we are going to find ways that we can support you. And I know there's
Okay.
some amazing things going on right now, and we can definitely help in so many ways, I'm sure.
Yes. Well, thank you for having me. I'm Dom Foundation is named after our son Dominic Palacio, who was diagnosed with osteosarcoma when he was 13. So he fought a good fight for about 2 years, and then he passed away on October 20th, 2011. So I Am Down Foundation is more of Manuel's baby. I'm more behind the scenes. I always tell him I want to do the fun stuff. I'll help plan. I'll help, whatever. So at Dominic's 5-year anniversary of his passing, Manuel was like, "We're doing something." I told him it was crazy. A lot of grassroots effort, and here we are with I Am Down Foundation. So, but what we do, we help families pay financial, like house payment, car payment, rent, lights, gas, anything to do with household, amenities. Because just because you're caring for a sick child, bills don't stop coming in. So, yeah, so we have to go through the sorry.
Oh, you're okay. Trust me, this is live TV, and I'm not technology savvy. I've had the battery low many times, and then the Wi-Fi was just about to go out upstairs with the girls because they're doing band, and they're like,
Oh,
"No, the Wi-Fi's out." I'm like, "Oh my god, of course it is."
sorry.
Do what you got to do. This is all good. We're here
Um,
for you guys.
okay, and so we partner with Children's Mercy and KU right now. We try to help as many families as we can. Right now, the stipulation is we can only help a family once per year, and they go through their advocate through the hospital to reach out to us for help. So in August, we helped 3 families, 2 from Children's, 1 from KU. So we the need is still out there for everybody. So,
Yeah.
and this month, September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. So, since we can't do any in-person fundraising, we've been trying our hardest from our I Am Down Foundation Facebook page to do some virtual fundraising. So,
And I put out there for everyone to see that the www.iamdom.org is where they can go to learn more about your story, learn more about what you do on those pages. And then
yes.
tell us a little bit more, because I know I have been watching, because what is it that you usually do when this time comes around? Because I know you have a big event.
Yeah, normally in April, our biggest fundraiser of the year is called Evening Under the Stars, and it's a dance. Bring the community together. It's normally a $20 ticket. You get live entertainment and dinner. But with COVID, we weren't able to do that this year. So we hoped by September, we pushed it back till September and hope to have it this year. But it's just not going to happen. So we had some donations, for raffle items and stuff donated. So this was our next best thing. So to try to at least keep a little bit of the money coming in for the year. So, but yeah, so we raffled off a motorized horse earlier in the month. Then we did a Chiefs themed Crown Royal bottle and
That was a really nice
little
one.
gift set. Yeah. So everyone was excited. That wouldn't pass. Anything Chiefs kind of goes fast. So this next
Yes.
week we're gonna just do just a good old basic raffle, 6 for 1, $1 a piece, and your name will go in the bucket. And we have several raffle items that we are gonna try to get cleared out by the end of the week. So it just kind of we've been just kind of thinking of things to do this month. So, but
Yeah.
if no one gets in on that, you can go to the website and donate on the website as well.
Because you can just do monetary as well. You don't have to do,
Monetary,
yeah.
yeah, you don't have to participate in the raffles. So yeah.
And the raffles are on your Facebook page. Is that correct?
The ones for this week aren't. I'll have them up hopefully by the end of tonight, and then I'm gonna let people pay through either Venmo or Cash App, and then the family, me, my daughter, and Manuel will start writing everybody's name down on raffles tickets and get them in the bucket by the end of the week. So,
That's
and then we
phenomenal.
normally go live once we start doing the raffle part of it.
That's what I've caught this week, and I just absolutely loved it because I know you, like we had been talking earlier. It's in your home. It's very personal. I don't know, just being in that family connection, and you see a family, and it just feels really good. And so I'm just so proud of you guys. Finding that way to kind of pivot, which I know is like even for us, it's just hard.
Very, and we're not very technology savvy either. So we're like yelling at my daughter, "Please help us! We don't know what we're doing."
Our
So
Jen, your
it is.
kids.
Yes, it's a family effort.
I also know when I met Manuel earlier this year and he was talking to the community, I think at that time he was also talking about some other events that you did. And I know there's a teddy bear event that you do that's really big and you've
Oh
done it for
yes,
a couple of years. Can you tell us a little bit about that? And I'm not sure if you're doing it this year, but I'd love to learn more about the teddy bear
yeah.
effort.
Normally that is in February. We collect teddy bears. The drive is called Friends for Life. Um, so we collect brand new teddy bears because we deliver them to the hospitals, and we just because being in that position, we've noticed that some children don't have the support as far as like a mom or dad being able to stay every night, or you have to get back home to your other children. The hospital normally don't let the siblings stay, so Manuel kind of decided they need a friend for life. So that is our big a big event. We're gonna get with children's this year, or both the hospitals this year, to see if they're gonna even accept the teddy bears because of COVID. So we're trying to think of an alternative, maybe coloring books and crayons or something, since the pandemic, and they may not take the teddy bears. So
Yeah.
so we are still kind of brainstorming on that as far as, but I think last year we did like over 3,500 teddy bears, and we
Wow.
collect them. We our collection site last year was at Hy-Vee Arena, or this year I mean was at Hy-Vee Arena. So, and we get them out to the hospitals, and everyone gets a bear.
How do you volunteer for your organization?
On our website, we have a volunteer page, and it comes straight to our email, and then we reach out after we receive your
Request?
submission, your
Yeah,
request.
you're good.
Yeah. So yeah.
I know, and I don't even know how to upload those correctly. So trust me, because and that's it's oh my gosh, it's a process in itself. But
Yes.
so if they do the submission, when you have like, can they just do it anytime, even though right now you might not be having events, but there might be still
Yeah,
some ways.
they could do it at any time, and then we reach back out, let them know that we received their request, and then we kind of just email you before an event saying, "Hey, this is going on. This is what happens here. If you can, you can. If you can't, we understand." But Yeah, it's a team effort for any event we do. So yeah.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to do that. I didn't because I wasn't sure how the process worked or not. I'm glad I learned because that's just very simple. It's like
Yep.
you're there, and if you can do it, you can, and if you can't, maybe next time. So I love
Yep.
that, that it is just come and help.
Yep. Yep. And a lot of people just do show up sometimes too, and they know that whatever's going on for the day, and they come out and help. So
We have our first question, and we have 16 viewers on here, so this is amazing.
oh,
You're
nice.
killing it out here. Marissa's asking, is there an age requirement for volunteering?
We normally ask that they're about 13 years of age. We understand kids need service hours, and
Mhm.
our big for the teddy bear drive, a lot of the Catholic education children come and put the tags on the teddy bears, and we write off on service hours. So we normally ask that they're around 13, so that they're able, kind of able to work on their own and stuff. So
I love that. Thank you, Marissa. So I just want to say, because I had my son was in Children's Mercy for a while when he was first born, and I've never had experience that before, having a child have to be in the hospital constantly, and then
hmm
just not knowing, how that works. The fact that you do so much for these families is just priceless, and I hope that you get that. I hope you get told that a lot because um, just being there and having to go through that, and it's a lonely experience. I felt, and it can be, but the amazingness of the community of the hospitals and just the volunteers that would
hmm
come in and talk to us and just kind of give you that support system that you kind of, at the time we didn't have Facebook and things like that, but there's a support system that you kind of lose when you're kind of just here in this room, that's like in this caged bed, it's sometimes doesn't feel like home. So
Correct. Yes. We try to keep it as normal as possible for Dominic. Manuel and I would take turns. When it was chemo week, it was either his turn or my turn. We try to keep the other two children in the same routine, and so yeah, it gets hard with family, and
mhm.
um, we actually got in trouble one time because we snuck the two kids in and let them stay the night with us.
And
But
you
Dominic
just gotta
needed
do,
that.
yeah, you just gotta do what you gotta do
Yeah,
sometimes.
and so the next morning they realized they stayed the night and we got in trouble. But hey, it helps
Yeah.
them and him. So but it does get lonely. Sometimes you feel like where's everybody at? And so yeah, it gets hard in there. There was days on ends me and Dominic wanted to be like, let's run. We're
Exactly.
over this. So
Exactly. That's why I love what you're doing. Just that personal, and then I'm sure for the families and especially the parents, just knowing that there's other parents out there that can relate to their stories and give that comfort to them. It's just, again, just phenomenal and priceless. And I'm so glad that we can share that story here. Is there anything else for the future? Like, what else is going on for I Am Dom? Is there any future things happening or things in the works that we should know about in the community?
well, we normally in June do a horseshoe tournament. That's a big one for the
Oh,
gentlemen. Um, and like I said, we canceled all events this year. And then in October we do a motorcycle ride, and that's usually out.
wow.
Yeah, and that's usually out of the Moose Lodge here in Kansas City, Kansas. But of course we've canceled that too. So we're hoping just to kind of get back in routine next year. April is the evening under the star. Well,
Mhm.
first is the teddy bear drive in February, and then evening under the stars in April, and then we go into horseshoe and bike ride. So we try to kind of mix it up a little bit. Oh, and last year I did host a paint shop and sip for the ladies.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I need to know more about this. Like, so was it just something you're just like, because that's amazing.
Ye-
I haven't been to one, but I've seen other women do it. So,
so we partnered with Maddie Rhodes last year in November. I
okay.
sold 30 paint tickets, seat tickets. So one of the instructors there helped the ladies paint a wreath that said thankful in it. And
Oh.
I also had local vendors, about 5 local vendors. And you paid an entry fee, you got a drink ticket, and you got to paint, and then you got to shop. So that was kind of I just kind of threw that in there last year. It took off real well with the ladies. So of course I don't have it planned this year, but because of COVID, but all the women love that one. So I just
Yeah,
tried to get that kind of just threw that in there last year. So
and I love that because the men have the horseshoes, which is awesome.
yes,
And it
yes,
is kind of hard sometimes to, I'm probably the same way. Where it's like you think outside the box, it's like, okay, what can we do like just with the ladies? You know what I mean?
yes,
That's like fun and the paint and sip. And I remember that was the day that I think he went to the Latinx community roundtable. I think it
yes,
was the
yes,
same day. Yes, because he was
yes,
telling me. And then we had leftover like donuts or something or pastries from Cafe Corazon. So I think he brought
yes,
those over there. So okay,
yes, he did.
perfect.
He
Yeah,
did.
he was
Yes,
so excited, and he was just like telling us how those tickets just flew out the window,
they
and
did.
just so excited for the paintings to happen. So I love that you do that, and I do hope that you can do that again, soon, because I'll be a part of
Yes,
that. I would definitely
yes.
share that.
I hope it was a fun one. That was a fun event to plan as well. So, and it just, we had a DJ, we had the vendors, we had the
What?
painting, we had the sipping, and everybody wasn't ready to go home when it was over.
Right?
So,
Exactly. That's the worst part. It's like now we got to break it up. Where are we going to go
yeah,
next?
yep, it's over. Yeah.
I was going to ask you the same thing. So the walk, yeah. So tell us a little
Okay.
bit more about that. Thank you, Adriana.
We do the walk in September. We haven't had it in the last couple of years because we always competed with the Chiefs schedule, because we normally did it on a Sunday at Bishop Miege track, and we just put a lot of work into it, and we just felt like that wasn't one of the more beneficial fundraisers. But that was
Mhm.
one of our very first fundraisers that we had started, was a walk in September, um, because of Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. And September is also Dominic's birthday. So
Oh, what day
so
is his birthday?
September 6th.
Oh, that's so wonderful.
Yeah.
I love
So
it.
I always had wanted to do something in September because of his birthday. And then of course it being Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. So the
Yeah.
last couple of years we haven't had the walk, only because it was kind of a low turnout. It was either we scheduled it on the home opener. Obviously this year would have been great because it was a
Yes,
Thursday.
absolutely.
And so just as a committee, and the committee kind of, we sat down and talked about it, and since we don't get as many people out as we would like,
Yeah,
we kind of just, I don't say we did away with it, but for the last couple years we have. So
yeah, absolutely. Can you also tell us a little bit more about the motorcycle thing that you do? I'd love to learn more about that and the horseshoe one too, just in
yeah,
case
so the
those do come back.
horseshoe is normally in June, and it's $30 a a couple, like a team. Um, Last year everyone got a shirt with the entry fee, and I don't know how they really like score in horseshoes, but
I
I
don't even.
know it's kind of like, I think it's a double elimination. So at least you get to do 2 games, and we start around 11:30, and then it's usually over about 5 or 6. So, and then we have concession stand, and um, it's kind of, the guys love it. I don't
Yeah.
understand it, but I just
Mm-mm.
work it.
I'm always afraid of it. My sister got hit with a horseshoe on her leg, and that's the thing I remember at horseshoes for the rest of my life. I'm like, I'm never going near one.
Yeah, I've never tried to play. We did have a girl team a couple of years ago. So one girl team came in, and they did good, and but the guys of course normally dominate. So
Yeah, absolutely.
and then with the bike ride,
Yeah.
we only ask, it's either $20 a bike, or 20 or you can have your car as well. Um, and then if you have a passenger, we ask for like $5 for the passenger or whatever. Everyone gets a bike patch, an I Am Down bike patch for
Oh,
entering. we have raffles, and we take 3 stops. I believe they go through like Baser, Bonner, and then back to the Moose Lodge. So there's a couple bar stops. You leave the Moose Lodge and then go to a couple other bar stops and then end up back at the Moose Lodge. And then at the end, we serve dinner, and we have a DJ normally, and that's where we finish up our raffles at. And normally it's on a Saturday, so everyone can kind of get up, get a little breakfast in them, and go for a bike ride.
I love that. So we have lowriders. So when you said cars, do you usually have lowrider guys out there? 'Cause I know we have a big community.
Yeah, we I think last year we had 2 or 3 lowriders come out, and it doesn't even necessarily have to be a lowrider, but
Yeah.
we've tried to get, a few of the guys to come out with our lowriders and, go out for a ride with the guys on the bikes. Normally we have the bikes, head it, and then the
Mhm.
lowriders are behind it. So maybe that's something that we can, you know.
I would love to. I would love to see how we can work that out for sure. Because I think
Mhm.
our community, the people we know, would absolutely love to support. They love to get their cars out, especially
Yes,
since they haven't been
yes,
able to. Like
yes,
this is a perfect year,
yes.
you know.
Mhm.
And usually when you do those, nowadays you just have to be in the car and then you can just drive around and then still
Round. Mhm.
support, your amazing foundation on top of it too.
Yes, yes, that would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you said you have a board and a task force. Do you want to talk a little bit about them and maybe who they are?
Yes, we have, I believe there's 9 of us on, well, it's Manuel, and then Billy Lavelle, Rafa and Martha Ramirez, Jeanette Hernandez, I believe. Sorry,
Yes, I know who you're
should
talking
have had
about.
everything down.
No, you're good. You are
Nick
fine.
Nick Cervantes,
Okay.
and who else am I missing? Steve Fuentes.
Okay.
So there's a few of us. I mean, obviously, Nick Cervantes has been
Yeah.
in our shoes with us, so
Mhm.
we try to get someone who has also been in our shoes, and then everyone else is either family or just good friends of the family.
Yeah.
One year, or the year Manuel started the foundation, he just kind of put it out there on Facebook, and those were the ones who responded, and they're still with us. So Jeanette's new on board. Oh, and then Manuel's cousin Leticia Pompa is on the
Okay.
board too. She's in Oklahoma, so she tries to help, as much as she can. So we um, we normally have a meeting once a month, but due to COVID, we've kind of just did a couple of virtual ones. We're
Yeah.
trying to get together because September 26th was our actual date for Evening Under the Stars. So all of us as a
Um,
group may get together September 26th just to kind of hopefully put our passion back into it and
yeah.
look to see what we can hopefully do in 2021.
Absolutely. And I love that you said that you just kind of went on Facebook and you just asked, and those people just came and they're still with you. How long has the foundation been going?
Pardon me?
Sorry, how long has the foundation been up and running?
Um, 4 years.
4 years.
September 20th is our, huh? September 28th, my bad. Will be our
I
four
love our
year
kids.
anniversary.
Don't worry, I had mine in the background. My other one's just sitting in the background, like, Mom, stop asking
Yes,
those.
September 28th will be our 4 year anniversary. So,
I love it.
um,
Yeah, and just having people, I know all those people that you just mentioned, and all of them growing up, and being around them, and just knowing that they're now a part of this amazing foundation and just this building of, community is just phenomenal. And I
yes,
just thank you so much to you and Manuel for putting your hearts out there. That's really what you're doing.
yes, it is. I mean, it's a lot of hard work, but we get excited every time we get a request, and as a board, we have to vote to see if we're going to pay the bill, or not. We haven't had to turn anyone away yet.
That's
So,
amazing.
as
That is
as
so
a committee as
phenomenal.
a whole, we get so excited just on text, that we're able to help families. It feels good. I mean, Manuel and I have been in the position of where are we going to pay that at, or where are we
Yeah.
going to get that money from, or
Mhm.
so it feels good to help other families.
Absolutely. And just hearing your story and hearing the passion and love and drive that you have, and just, um, just your love. I mean, you could just tell even by talking with you. I just appreciate you being on here with me and telling your story and telling us how we can help. So you have the website, which I put out there for everybody. You have your
Okay.
Facebook page that
Yes.
we can all check that out. Definitely, everybody check out their raffles that they're going to be having coming up this next week. Correct?
Yes, we're gonna try to. We'll have raffles this week and next week. So,
Again
and
next
then
week.
we'll end it. Yeah, that'll be. We're just trying to do it for the month of September for right now. So.
Perfect. And then volunteering, easy enough to get out there and go on the website, sign up.
Yes, and we try to keep our website updated as much as we can as far on our calendar, like what's coming up and all that good stuff. So.
Yeah, you guys have been amazing, like especially with Facebook, like telling us what's coming up and what you're doing. You guys have been phenomenal about your marketing. I absolutely love it.
We
If
try. It's grassroots, but we try.
I know, just I know how you feel. It is hard. It's hard,
Very.
doing the work and then also trying to share the work, and then
Yes.
you just feel like you're not doing enough. But from my point of view, you're doing amazing, and I
Thank
love
you.
all that you're doing. Is there anything you want to tell the community before we head out? It could be anything.
Um, just know that the need is still out there. I mean, I know we're all in a predicament because of COVID. Some of us have still been able to work, some of us haven't. But there's families still out there caring for sick children during this, besides COVID. So just if you can donate, watch us on Facebook, or hopefully we get to come back stronger 2021.
You will come back stronger 2021. We will be there for you. I'm going to share out everything that you provided. I'm going to put this on Instagram, and then I'm going to put it on Anchor. So on Spotify, you can hear it on Spotify, Google Comcast, or Comcast. Oh my gosh, Google Podcast. I don't even know what technology I'm using. So I will ensure that when I post all that, I have your links on there so people can easily just go on and support you and the amazing foundation and work that you do.
All right. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Yvette, for having me. Tell Emmanuel hello. Tell the family hello. And we
I
will be
will.
there. I'm signing up to volunteer tonight. So
Sounds good.
I appreciate you both so much. Thank you. Have a
All
great
right.
evening.
Thank you, Diana. Bye.
Bye.